And at first I will ask you to start with cross-legged seated position. Take your time, nothing rushed. In yoga, they say that as we go to open our hips, we will also open the gate to our emotions. So I would like to ask you today, rather than to escape the uncomfortable maybe emotion, we will try to get curious about them and just check how do we feel when we open the hips. And the emotions can be huge range of emotions from bliss. And of course, I wish you to have lots of bliss feeling, but they can also get to some anger or frustration. So whatever there is, just observe it with curiosity. We will start with crossed legs, hands onto your knees, but flip your palms towards the ceiling. So this is the gesture of receiving. Let's close the eyes. Relax your shoulders down and back. Make your shoulders heavy. And also with curiosity, start to notice your breath. Breathing is traveling all the way down to the belly, to the pelvic floor, relaxing and softening the pelvic floor. And as you breathe out, you lift and zip up the pelvic floor and you take the energy, the breath up towards your nose. Keep on breathing this way, breathing get tall, expansive, 360 degrees all around. And on breathe out, shrink the belly, send the abdominal wall in and up, empty the breath. Stay with this visualization of your breathing, so that from the start of our yoga practice you can find the rhythm and your own pace of the practice. Stay relaxed at your jawline, cheeks, eyes. As you breathe out completely. And as you breathe in, notice the lengthening, the space, the room being made. Breathe out, take the abdominal wall in and up, lift the pelvic floor. And as you breathe in again, soften it a little bit so everything relaxes so that you can create space. If it's okay for you to use Ujjayi breathing, apply Ujjayi breath. A whispering sound at the back of your throat, which will help you to create rhythm and to stay with your breath. And then let's open the eyes, spread the arms wide and take the arms over your head, palms touch. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart and let's set the intention for the practice today. Close your eyes. And our shared intention will be to follow our emotions with curiosity, to escape the urge to escape them or resist them, but simply observing them. And let's open the eyes. Let's get into our hips. Already with Baddha Konasana, join the sources of the feet together. Slide your hands onto your knees and start to slide from side to side. One side and the other. Make it luxurious movement. Maybe also lengthen the side bodies as you slide. Then take your hands to your feet and on breathing, take the chest through the arms forward as though you are making a cow pose, and on breathe out around the spine as though it's a cat pose. Keep on moving this way, breathing chest forward through the arms. Breathe out around the spine, empty. Keep following your breath, your pace, and try to breathe your fullest, deepest breath. About 3 more repetitions. Make it feel luxurious for your spine. Notice the breath work, how it helps you to deepen the sensation. And after third one, pause there. One option, stay straight throughout the spine. Second option, start to walk the hands forward and bow a little bit down. It's our last shape here. If it's uncomfortable to fold forward, you can always stay higher. Magnetize your knees towards the ground. And our hips doesn't really like when we stress them or put too much pressure on them. So whatever you do today, create room for your hips to open up for you. Never rush. Then let's lift ourselves up. Join the legs, slide the legs behind you and get into O4, settling the hands underneath your shoulders and the knees as wide as your hips. Kick the right leg behind you, inhale. Exhale, kiss the right knee to the right triceps. Breathe in, right leg behind, strong glutes. Exhale to the triceps. Try not to move your spine, move only your leg. Last time, kiss the triceps. This time, stay here and make 3 giant circles forward with the right knee, as giant as you can make them to wake up the muscles around your hip. After third time to the front, then 3 times backward. Reverse the circle, make them huge. Then extend the right leg behind you, long spine, and settle the right knee down. Inhale to the cow pose, open the front body. Exhale to the cat pose, round the spine. Inhale, neutral tabletop position, and now we are switching legs. So extend the left leg behind you. Exhale, left knee to the left tricep. Inhale, extend it back, fire the glutes. Exhale, kiss the triceps. Keep following your breath. Last time. And this time, as you are close to your triceps, start to make 3 giant circles. First to the one direction, and then reverse direction to the opposite one. Feel every muscle around your pelvis, and then kick the left leg behind and settle the left leg down. Breathing open through the cow pose, and this time breathe out, cat, but let it become the downward facing dog. So through the round spine, step to downward facing. Keep pressing through every base of the finger. The more you press through the fingers, the less you feel stressed at your wrists. Maybe pedal it out, just make it feel luxurious in your first downward facing dog. Shake the head yes to soften the neck. And then shift your weight forward onto high plank. Inhale. Exhale, drop your knees, chest and chin, elbows in. Inhale, roll forward into cobra. Stay in your cobra for a while. Engage the glutes as though you are trying to split a knot between your butt cheeks. Send the heart forward, roll the shoulders away from your ears. Chin a little bit back as you lengthen through the neck. One more breath. And as you exhale, push down away from your hands down and split the knees a little bit wider. Get into your child pose, but let's make it vibrant by the movement side to side in your pelvis. This is a deep flexion in our hips. So feel the femur bones moving underneath your belly, underneath your pelvis. And keep rocking side to side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift yourself back up to O4. Spread the fingers. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. But this time, lift your heels up, stay on your tippy toes, and take a tippy toe walk to the top of the mat. Try to keep the legs straight if you can. If not, bend a little bit. As you get to the top, lengthen out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall down towards the legs. One more time this way, halfway lift, present the chest forward, and this time drop the fingers down and stay here in forward fold. So we are starting pretty slowly, respectfully opening throughout the body. Relax the neck. If you need, you can always bend your knees. Shift some way onto the toes. Joanne always think about strengthening when you stretch. So imagine that you are magnetizing the sitting bones towards each other. This will make your glutes work. Breathe in, heart forward, halfway lift. Exhale, hands onto the waistline. Inhale all the way up, present the heart up, elbows back, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, release the hands. Now step your feet as wide as the yoga mat and point the toes out. Breathe in, lift your arms up, lengthen. Exhale, squat, so hands through the heart, knees open wide. And don't use your elbows, use only your glutes, especially gluteus medius, this one, to separate the knees away from each other. If it doesn't fire up your glutes, maybe even lift your seat a little bit higher. And let's stay for 5, knees away from each other. So this is also the glutes work. You don't want to be too passive as you open the hips. Always fire the muscles a little bit. Then release the hands in front of you. Step only the left foot to the back of the mat. Point the right toes forward. Take the hands to the inside of the right leg. As you inhale, drop the hips lower, heart forward. Exhale, straight the right leg, bow towards the right leg. Breathe in, heart forward, hips low. And keep on rocking this way backward. Exhale, inhale, forward. About a couple more times. And next time, as you bend the right knee, walk the hands to the back of the mat towards the left foot. Bend the left knee, so it's like half malasana, half squat, skandasana. And then we will be moving with the breath. By breathe out, press the hands down, move towards the right leg, bend the right knee, stay for inhale here. Exhale, press the hands down, walk the hands to the left leg, open across the chest, inhale. Last time to the right side, exhale, inhale, open. And last to the left, walk the hands, bend the left knee, inhale. Now walk to the top of the mat, but open the right foot back to Malasana. Fingers out, hop the left foot to Malasana, and come back to your Yogi Squat. We will have inhale here, and when we will be exhaling, I want you to really squeeze the glutes in so that the powerful leg will allow you to lift yourself lightly up. So inhale together, exhale, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the heels in and lift yourself up. Exhale, hands through the heart, let's stay in motion. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale to Malasana, Yogi Squat, lower down. Split the knees away from each other. Maybe hover your seats a little bit higher, like at 5 centimeters. 5, 4, knees away to the outside. 2, 1, hands down, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Point the left toes forward, hands to the inside of the left leg. Inhale, hips low, heart high. Exhale, straight the left leg, bow. And keep flowing this way. Notice what your right glutes is doing when you straight the right leg. It should be active. Last time you rock. And next time when the left knee is bent, walk the hands to the right foot. Bend the right knee, inhale, stay here, maybe open across the arms. Exhale, move towards the left leg. This time, if you are very strong, you may not use your hands even as you go to the other side. It's not my case, so I will be using the hands, but if you find yourself very empowered, then don't use the hands. Keep flowing. Last time to the right side. And together we will find ourselves at the top of the mat. Point the left toes out. Hop the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Come back to Malasana. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze the glutes. Lift the pelvic floor up. Lift the arms up. Hands through the heart. Step the feet as wide as your yoga mat. As wide as your hips this time. And let's have a downhill skier pose. So bend your knees, sweep your arms backward, tuck the chin in. Exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Lift your arms up, keep your hips low. Try to shift your shin bones a little bit backward. Lower ribs in, chin back. Exhale, release, hands down to the ground, straight the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back through vinyasa. So if you would like to make it easier, drop your knees down or keep a harder chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, we will meet in downward facing dog. Take your time, nothing rushed. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward, right between your hands. Ground the left heel down. Inhale, rise up for warrior one. Stay here, nicely bending the right knee. Soften your shoulders, your neck, all the way up towards your ears. Drop the abdominal wall back and up. Lower ribs back. Be strong in your legs. And then sweep the arms backward, interlace the fingers so that the right pinky finger is on the top. Roll your shoulders down and back and open across the chest. Find the lift in your heart. Opening the higher heart, upper ribs. Look forward and sway your body forward for humble warrior. Chest to the inside of the right leg. Squaring hips, magnetizing the heels towards each other so that the legs are powerful. Soften the neck and the jaw. 2 more breaths here. Never rush your breath. Breathe your fullest breath. Look forward, we will rise to warrior two. So left arm forward, up and around. Climb into warrior two. I know we feel fire in our right thigh, but it's just for 1 more moment, so stay here, rotating through the femur bone externally, finding space across the chest. Drishti. Then straight the right leg, point both toes to the outside, heels slightly in, get into the goddess pose, cactus the arms. And let's roll our elbows backward. So we are opening across the chest. Get lower with your hips, magnetize the heels towards each other, empower your glutes. And then straight the legs, straight the arms, pivot both feet to the right. Exhale, bend the right knee, drop the hands down and bend the left knee, place the left knee down onto the mat, pillow or the blanket if you have sensitive knees. Breathe in, Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge, or the other name is low lunge. Powerful at the bottom, light and lifted through the heart. Engage the glutes, scissoring your legs as you magnetize the thighs in. And then drop both arms to the inside of the right leg. Walk the right foot just like one tiny step to the right. So not too far away from you, just a little bit. If you have room, slide the left knee more backward. And one option will be to stay on your hands in the lizard pose. If you are very open in the hips, get onto your forearms or place your forearms on the block or a pillows. It's still a morning, so even as though all three of you are pretty advanced, if you don't feel comfortable or if you feel that you put too much pressure on your hips, you are welcome to climb higher. Always allow your body to drive you, never your ego. We will hold it for 5. Relax your jaw. There is lots of connection between our hips and our jawline. And sometimes as you soften your jaw, you can create more room in your hips. Then lift yourself back up onto your hands. Try to pivot the left fingers towards your left knee. So we will open through the wrists. If you have hyper flexible elbow, I have, so I can bend it backward, which is not so good for the elbow, then put a little bit bend onto the left elbow. And then place the right hand to the inside of the right knee and open the chest up as though you are leaning backward into your cobra or upward dog. Stay for 5, 4, 3, right knee away from your belly. 1. Come back to the center and get any flow you like. It can be three-legged flow if you feel empowered. So right leg kicks back. Maybe you keep the right leg up as you shift forward and lower chaturanga. Now you can drop the foot, untuck your toes, inhale. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, rise the left leg high up. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands. Ground the right heel down and lift the arms up, warrior 1. About 3 breaths here. Arms are elongated. Elongate the outer shoulders. Long neck. Now drop the hands behind you, this time left pinky finger on the top. Roll the shoulders down and back, slide the hands down the right thigh. Open, open. Then look forward, roll forward to the inside of the left leg. Exhale. Stay here about 5 breaths. Don't cheat about the breathing, make it long. Make it the biggest part of your practice. Maybe still breathing Ujjayi breath, rhythmic breath, soundful breath. Keep those legs, look forward, free your hands and roll up into warrior 2. Look beyond the left fingers. Stay for 5 more. Fire this left thigh. Stay strong also in your under thighs. Squeezing the heels in towards each other. Glutes are strong. Heart is lifted. Straight the left leg. Heels in, toes out. This time interlace the fingers behind your head and bend your knees. Make it chest opener, so heart up, upper ribs high, so that we can forget a little bit about the legs. Squeezing heels in, heart up for 3, 2, hips low, 1. Lift yourself up, straight the arms up, pivot both feet to the left, bend the left knee, sway the hands down to the ground and settle the right knee down. Climb up for Anjaneyasana, arms up. Squeeze the glutes. And to engage the left underbutt, I want you to press the left heel down and back. It's kind of like sensation as though you are dragging your left heel towards the back of the mat. Drop the hands to the inside of the left leg. Walk the left foot just a tiny bit to the left. Slide the right knee back. One option, stay on your hands or get onto the pillows with your forearms or onto your mat. And breathe. I hold you a little bit longer today in the poses because our hips needs time to open up, especially the inner hips and the adductors. So breathe into the places that are opening for you, never underestimating the power of breath in your yoga practice. Then climb right back onto your hands. Now pivot the right fingers backward to face the right knee. If it's okay for you, try to keep straight right arm. If you have a double bend in your hypermobile elbow, then put a gentle bend into the right elbow. Place the left hand to the inside of the left knee and push it away. Stay for 5. Engage right glutes. Roll the heart up. Relax your jaw. Remember about this connection between the jaw and your hips. Left knee away from you. And then pull it back into the place. Hands down, fingers forward. Step to your flow. It can be three-legged, but never have to be. You can always drop your knees. Inhale, rise up, chest forward, shoulders low. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep on breathing in your downward dog. Let's stay up for about 3 breaths. Then step or hop your feet to the hands. Lengthen out, inhale. Exhale, fold nose to knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands up. Exhale, hands through the heart. I think you might not need a block, but just in case if there will be a need, it's nice to have something higher like a book or a pillow, but I think you might get away actually with no props at all. We will see. So we will start at the top of the mat, crossing left ankle over the right thigh, bend the right knee. Take the hands onto your heart and start to lower. And as I know all 3 of you quite well, I think you will be able to reach to the ground. Or if not, a book can come in handy. Exactly. And let's stay here. Relax your neck. Refine your breath. About 3 more of them. Breathe into the left hip. Now uncross the left leg and step the left foot all the way back. Ground the left heel down and we will move to side angle pose. So right arm stays at the inside of the right foot, left arm rolls up. It's just another hip opener. Keep right knee above the right ankle. Roll the left hip over the right. Stay broad and across the collarbone. Pull the low ribs a little bit in. Look down, roll both hands down. Hands as wide as your shoulders. Sweep the right leg back and this time bend the right knee. Point the right knee heavenward. And make 3 giant circles with the right knee. All around. Engage the glutes. After 3 of them, take a look forward and sway the right knee behind the right wrist, settling for a pigeon. Slide the left knee backward, Balance across your hips. You can always shimmy left and right to find a nice balance, or stack a blanket underneath your right seat. And when you are ready, get cozy, get onto your forearms, and then lie down. And girls, if you don't feel anything happening, you can always slide the right shin a little bit more forward and then square your hips again. Now to make it more active, so that you are not only putting all your weight passively onto your right hip joint, imagine that you are creating resistance between your right shin and the ground. So press the right shin down to the ground. It will create the power throughout the muscles crossing the right hip joint as you stretch them. It is harder this way, but it all pays off. Our last 3 breaths. Push the right shin down to the ground. Then lift yourself up onto your hands. And we will simply twist to the left. So the right foot is there if you will need it. And we will cross the right elbow either onto the ground in front of us and hands together, or if you are a very twisty person, maybe even getting onto your foot and twisting to the left. Taking a look behind the left shoulder and breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Climb back up. Let's clear it out with vinyasa. So hands forward, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower down chaturanga, elbows above the wrists. Inhale, heart open, strong glutes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat, lengthen up. Exhale, fold down, nose to knees. Inhale, rise high, press down through the feet, base of the toes. Exhale, hands through the heart. Let's shift sides. So this time, right ankle over the left thigh. Bend the left knee, hands to the heart, and start to lower. And maybe even catching the ground with the fingers. Flex the right foot nicely, soften the neck. Good. Breathe into the right hip. Then simply, without touching the floor, uncross the right foot and step the right foot all the way back. Ground down through the right heel, take the left arm to the inside of the left leg, right arm up. Stay open across the hips. Not twisted, Natalie. Left hand down, right arm up. So left arm to the inside of the left leg and right arm up. This is the left arm up. Take right arm up. So look at me. Left arm to the inside of the left leg. Exactly. Yes. And now right arm up. So right heel down. Yes, yes, yes. It's called Parvakomasana, side angle pose. For 3. Heart up for 2. Chin back. And then look down, hands down. Step the left leg back and bend the left knee in 3-legged dog, scorpion tail, and make 3 giant circles with the left knee. Painting big circles on the ceiling. Then look forward, slide the left knee behind the left wrist. Slide the right knee more back. If you need, you can settle your left shin more forward. Whatever you need. Shimmy the hips to balance across the hips. And when you find yourself cozy, get on your forearms and lower down. So always I want to teach you how to stay active as you stretch, because yoga should teach us how to stay healthy, which is the combination of strength and flexibility. So here in this pose, as you do the stretch, keep on pressing the left shin down towards the ground. Notice how it fires all the muscles that are stretching, all the tendons. We hold it for 5. Squeeze the left shin down to the ground for 4, 3, 2. Lift yourself back up. Get the left elbow either in front of you or onto your left foot as you are twisted to the right. Hands together. Exactly. Try to balance your hips so they are not skipping too much to the right. So the aim would be to still, as much as you can, keep the hips square as you twist throughout the spine. Then lift yourself back up and clear it out with vinyasa. So high plank as you inhale. Exhale, lower down. Try to keep the front body open. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing. Walk the hands all the way back towards your feet. And now, if you can, wrap around your legs and hold it here. Try to round the spine as little as you can. So there might be some rounding happening, but you try still to lengthen so that the bending is coming from your hips joints. So as much as you want, as you can, you try to bend from here and keep the long spine. And we have the last flow. It will be short. So walk the hands to the top of the mat. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up so high that you are almost creating a split in downward dog. So full permission this time to open across the right hip. And then step the right foot outside the right hand. So right foot steps outside, right hand stays down, roll the left heel down and lift the left arm up. We've been here before. Now, if you wish, you can bind it. So left arm behind you, right arm underneath the right thigh. If it's not suitable for you, you can keep the right hand down. Staying for 3, for 2, strong legs, lifted heart. Now release both hands down, left arm down, right arm down. Walk to the back of the mat, bend the left knee. Also, we are revisiting our Skandasana side lunge, and you can open the arms wide or even bind the arms around the left leg if you wish. As always, nothing forced. 3, press the right heel down, send the left knee away from your chest. Then take the hands down. We will finish in the Delphine Pose, so walk the hands forward. Slide the right leg back, get onto the left elbow down, right elbow down, and split the legs. Right leg high up. Let's pulse the right leg for 10. Up and down. It's a tiny movement. Up and down, up and down. Just fire through the right glutes. Keep pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down. And we will get all the way down onto our right side. So just take the hips to the right, get onto the right side body, and few options. You can either place your head down on your upper arm, or if it feels more comfortable, you can keep the head onto your hand. It depends on you. Now I want you to focus on your neutral spine. So keep lordosis in your lower spine so it's not completely straight. Pull the low ribs in to engage your deep core. And we will have a tiny opening with the left knee higher and then lower, and about 30 of those. So it doesn't have to be big. It's not necessarily that you will be working harder when it's a big opening. It's enough just a little bit to open and close to start to feel in a moment that your gluteus medius kicks on, that top portion of your butt. And this muscle is super important for the healthy hips. It helps you to rotate the hips both internally with some fibers and externally in some fibers. So hopefully you start to feel as it starts to kick on. If you like, you can be slower than I am. Sometimes the slower is more painful, and we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's climb back right into all fours. We will finish this standing hug, standing right now sequences with the other side. So exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, rise the left leg up so high that you are almost splitting the legs in the downward facing dog. Bravo, everybody. And then step the left foot outside the left hand, hopla. Keep the left hand inside the left leg and the right heel goes down as you roll the right arm up. Full permission to stay here or create a bind if you have it in your practice, if it feels luxurious. We stay for 3, stay for 2, and 1. Drop the hands down, walk to the back of the mat, open the right foot to the outside and create Skandasana. Maybe you'd like to spread the arms and optional bind here if it suits you. Yes, Natalie, right knee bend. Yes. It's almost like this, Natalie. The bind will be, I will show you, the bind will be the right arm in front of the right knee, then you bend the elbow, the right hand goes behind and the left arm goes behind. So this is the bind in Skandasana. There you go, exactly. And then let's release it. Walk to the top of the mat, hands forward. Kick the left leg behind you for 3-legged dog and drop right elbow down, left elbow down. Delphine split. Square your hips, take inhale. Exhale, start pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7. Doesn't have to be big. Just fire your glutes, your left underbutt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees and lower your hips. I will turn around to face your direction. So we are on the left side body now. Before you start, find a natural curvature in your spine. So a little bit of lower back curve, C-shape. See kyphosis in your middle spine, low ribs in, chin back a little bit. If you like, you can touch your gluteus medius and start to open and close. Open and close. About 30 times we go. So it looks like almost nothing. It's a mini movement, but it's actually amazing exercise to strengthen your gluteus medius. And the gluteus medius is a stabilizer in our body. So if it works powerfully and it switches on when it's supposed to switch on, you provide stability for your pelvis. Very helpful as you climbing, walking. So we have about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Nothing else is moving except your knees. So don't put a movement into your low spine. And now when you are finished, we will roll ourselves to all fours once again. Use your hands to help you. And now to stretch the butt, take a child pose. So knees open wide, sit back on your heels, forehead down, and provide a gentle sway right and left with the hips. Good, let's lift ourselves back up and let's finish with final stretches seated. So let's sit, open the legs wide, just for a moment. Now keep right leg wide open and bring the left heel in towards you. It will be like Janu Shirshasana, but wide open. Breathe in, open across the chest. Empower your right foot, and as you exhale, start to walk your hands forward. Full permission to lift your butt a little bit. You would like right now to target your adductors area, the inside of your right thigh. So try to point your right toes even backward, as though you are rolling the toes away from your face. If you find it helpful, you can also use your right hand to externally rotate the right femur bone as you lower yourself down. Breathe into the right adductor. Then lift yourself back up. Lift the left knee up. Hold the left ankle with the right fingers. Lift the left arm up, breathe in, and as you breathe out, tilt your body to the side. And you know your body best. If it feels possible to take the fingers towards your foot, you can go for it. But then imagine that this is a window for your chest. So you are sliding your chest through. Stay active by pressing the right heel down to the mat. Spread the right toes. Pushing the left knee away from your chest to engage your glutes. And then lift yourself back up. Let's switch. So the left leg wide open, right heel in. Keep directing the left toes away from your face, so towards the back. And then walk the hands forward. Maybe get onto your hands, or some of you will get onto the forearms. If you don't feel much, then use your left hand to rotate the left femur bone. This is this bone, the bone of your thigh externally. Keep on pointing the toes to the back. Then lift yourself back up. Lift your left knee up with lift your right knee up with the left fingers, hold the ankle, take the right arm up and then tilt your body to the left. It's never needed to go all the way down. What is the goal always is to keep openness, awareness of the breath. Watch your sensation, and if it happens that you hold your foot, keep on directing your chest through the gate you've created. Then we will lift ourselves back up. We are almost at the end, but because we had so much of hips opener, let's just check where is our Lotus today. So never feel pushed to do Lotus, because if you will force it, it might end badly for your knees. The knees sometimes take part of the job of the hips if the hips are not ready for Lotus, and you might overwork your meniscus. So this is not something we would like to do. So just pay attention. Hold your right shin. You can cradle your baby, your shin a little bit back and front, so it's a nice preparer for a Lotus. And just check, is it comfortable to settle my right ankle onto the top of the left thigh creases? Can I flex my foot even when I do that? Because the flexion in your ankle stabilizes your knee. So it's better to have flex than have this form of ankle. And here you are in half Lotus. If it's not comfortable, just sit in your simple seat, Sukhasana. Now, if this feels quite comfortable, can you rise the left leg? But as you grab your left foot, grab from the bottom. So this way you will also keep it protected. Don't rush it. If it's not happening today, it doesn't need to happen. So we are just checking. Okay, and then release it. And we can also check it with the left leg. So just hold your shin and cradle the baby back and front. And maybe we can get the left foot to the right thigh for half Lotus. Maybe that's all, or if it feels like strain, stress for the hips, lower the foot down. If you like, you can check your full Lotus. Always trying to flex those feet and grab from the bottom. Well, every side is different. We always avoid stressing the hips. And when you are done, we will finish with the final relaxation. So Lotus is something cool in yoga, but it's never a goal to find it. Actually, Lotus requires very, very open hips, so it's better to work slowly on your hips openers. And the last hip opener, I will ask you to find either a couch. I think even Christina, the couch that you have behind you can be suitable, although I see that you also have a bit of wall, so it can be a piece of furniture or a wall, and we will shimmy our hips into the wall or a furniture. It works also with couches. I tried it, and it can be also the couches, especially if you have quite open hips. You get really close to the wall so that the sides of your thigh, sides of your hip is touching the wall, and then you start to lower down. So eventually you turn. The spine is directed backward. If you find yourself far away from the wall, just shimmy yourself so that your sitting bones are connected to the wall, and allow your legs to split. Oh yeah, I think it works well, Christina. So I know it's not always easy as we practice to find a big wall to place your legs there, but know that you can always do this pose at home, even when you are reading a book for a moment. So this will provide you a passive opening for your hips. It is one of the best preparer for a middle split. And we will stay here about 10 long breaths. So if it feels okay, close your eyes and listen to your breath. Whenever it starts to be not comfortable, back off a little bit. Take your legs higher. Remember, we are here not to escape or resist any emotions, but to get curious about them. After so many hip openers, we might have released some energy inside them. So just watch out whatever is coming out into your consciousness. And then slowly, let's help ourselves with our hands outside the thighs to get the legs in. The hands will really help you if you feel stuck. And slowly get the legs to one side. And I hope if you are not far from your mat, you can just shimmy yourself into Shavasana. So coming back to lie on your back, allow the legs to splay out, open your palms. So we can rest here in final relaxation. Let's use our 3 breath outs to repeat the mantra. I let go and I release whatever I may have accumulated. As you exhale, I release and I let go. Whatever emotions were accumulated, exhale to release and let go. Lots of enlightened masters in yoga repeat that the hardest asana you can do is to let go. So with each exhale, release a little bit more into the final relaxation, melting the muscles to the ground, melting any tension across your face. Relax your jaw, cheeks, eyes and eyebrows, forehead. Make your face as soft as it can be. Notice a gentle rise of your inhales in belly, chest, ribs. And notice how the belly, ribs, chest collapse as you exhale. No need to shape your breath into any form right now. Allow it to be as it is. Just observe it with awareness. And it is truly the act of love, of compassion, as you give your body this awareness, this attention, as you make time and room to observe yourself, how you are today. What are the feelings inside you? We are here to honor and cherish our emotional body today, as we have opened our hips. Check what are the colors of your emotions. They can be very broad from bliss, maybe even to some frustration. Whatever is arising, just notice that without any judgments. Scanning your body from toes to crown. Looking for any sensations, any emotions that are alive in you. When there is this quietness, keep finding yourself in your body, and whenever you find yourself away from the moment, somewhere far away in your head and your thoughts, just keep using those tools that you know already so well, like your breath, like your body, sounds around you, all 5 senses, to anchor you back at the moment. So we take those small pockets of time to heal our mind, to clear the mind, to let go of too many thoughts, so that you can start the day with clear mind and with this mind-body union. Few more moments in silence, and then I will wake us up. Slowly bring back your awareness and start to make some movements into your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Move your arms and legs, yawn or make a side out if it feels good. Or at the last point, also relax your jaw. Maybe you will open your mouth to stretch the jaw or make a big yawn. It's such a relaxing thing for the jaw. And when you are ready, roll yourself up or slide yourself up by rolling onto one side and climbing back to sit. Take your time, and when you will find yourself seated, we will cross our palms onto the heart place. And you are all unmuted. If you feel yourself comfortable at home to join me with the Om sound, then we will sing Om. And Om is just another way to wake up your parasympathetic system. So the system that is responsible to chill you, to relax you. So making this big Om sound as we exhale. Let's inhale together. And then palms together. Namaste. Thank you very much. Have a lovely
Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Christine. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the sun, good weather, and see you next week. See you next week.
Ciao.
Thank you. Bye bye. It's all recorded,
Have a good weekend.
all on our playlist. So if you would like to repeat it anytime, you can find it on the playlist that I sent you. Ciao, girls.
Okay, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.